Ibrahim Traoré is making headlines once again, but this time, it's not about politics or military strategy, it's about agriculture, in a bold and strategic move. The young Burkinabe leader has overseen the importation of nearly 1,000 modern tractors through Ghana's Seaport. This isn't just a routine equipment purchase. It signals a massive push toward agricultural transformation and self-sufficiency for Burkina Faso. But why now? What's the bigger picture behind this move? And could this be the key to unlocking a new era of food security and economic stability in the region? Stay with us as we dive deep into this groundbreaking development and what it means for the future of Burkina Faso. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the revolutionary leader of Burkina Faso, has once again made headlines by steering his nation towards self-reliance. His administration has taken a bold step in modernizing the country's agricultural sector, with nearly 1,000 tractors and agricultural machines worth $20 million arriving from Ghana. At a time when many African leaders remain dependent on foreign aid, Burkina Faso has proven that self-sufficiency is possible. The country's recent achievements in humanitarian efforts and agricultural advancements signify a transformative shift under Traoré's leadership. Reallocation of national resources. Instead of channeling billions into military expansion, Traoré has prioritized agriculture, irrigation, and mechanized farming. The government has redirected part of its 2025 defense budget to improve food security and rural livelihoods. This decision is both an economic move and a political statement, signaling to the world that Burkina Faso will no longer depend on foreign handouts. The arrival of high-powered tractors, bulldozers, graders, hydraulic shovels, and irrigation equipment marks a significant milestone in the nation's agricultural modernization. Minister of Agriculture, Commander Ismail Sombi, personally oversaw the transport of this equipment, ensuring its efficient deployment across the country. These developments align with Traoré's broader vision, a self-sufficient Burkina Faso that invests in its own people and resources rather than seeking external assistance. A shift toward self-sufficiency. Burkina Faso is redefining the common belief that African countries are unable to prosper without assistance from the West. Through its commitment to mechanized agriculture, the nation is leading by example across the continent, showcasing how effective leadership and a strong sense of national determination can foster independence and self-reliance. This innovative approach highlights the potential for African nations to cultivate their own paths to success, rather than depending on external support. By prioritizing investments in its agricultural sector, Burkina Faso is taking significant steps toward a more self-sufficient future. Focusing on the development of its own resources rather than waiting for international aid, each new tractor symbolizes a commitment to progress and a belief in the country's ability to thrive independently. This shift not only empowers local farmers, but also inspires other nations in Africa to explore similar strategies for growth and sustainability, ultimately reshaping the narrative around the continent's potential. Revolutionizing food production. For decades, Burkina Faso has struggled with food insecurity, dependence on imports, and outdated farming practices. Since assuming leadership, Traoré has launched an ambitious agricultural overhaul, aiming to make Burkina Faso not just self-sufficient, but a food exporter. His administration has implemented numerous reforms that defy skepticism and demonstrate tangible results. One of the boldest reforms is the integration of prisoners into the agricultural workforce, rather than allowing inmates to remain idle behind bars. The government has introduced a system where prisoners contribute to food production while acquiring vocational skills. The initiative offers incentives such as sentence reductions for those who participate, benefiting both the inmates and the broader economy. Mechanization and modern farming techniques. One of the significant hurdles facing agriculture in Africa has been the heavy dependence on manual labor, which often hampers overall productivity levels. In response to this pressing challenge, Traoré has taken proactive steps by investing in mechanization to enhance agricultural efficiency. Among the notable initiatives are the distribution of 400 tractors, 239 tillers, and 710 motor pumps to local farmers and cooperatives, which are essential for modern farming practices. Additionally, the provision of 714 motorcycles to agricultural agents aims to improve outreach and support for farmers, ensuring they have access to necessary resources and guidance. Furthermore, a comprehensive input support program has been implemented, offering vital supplies such as fertilizers, seeds, fish feed, and concentrated animal feed to bolster agricultural output. This ambitious effort represents a total investment of over 78 billion CFA francs, aimed at transforming Burkina Faso's agricultural landscape by equipping farmers with advanced tools and resources. The government is paving the way for agriculture to evolve into a more viable and profitable sector. This transition from traditional, labor-intensive methods to mechanized farming practices is expected to significantly enhance food production and stimulate economic growth in the region, from food importer to food exporter. Burkina Faso aims to shift its status from being a net importer of food to becoming a net exporter. For a long time, many African countries have been led to think that only Western nations can provide high-quality food, which has resulted in a heavy dependence on imports. This reliance has not only undermined local agricultural efforts, but has also left economies vulnerable to external shocks. In response to this challenge, Traoré is working diligently to change this perception by bolstering local agricultural production. The government has recently secured an impressive $20 million in farming equipment, which is currently on its way from Ghana. This investment in agricultural tools is expected to significantly boost the productivity of Burkina Faso's farming sector, paving the way for greater economic resilience. By enhancing domestic production capabilities, the country is taking crucial steps toward achieving food security and fostering a more self-sufficient economy. Sustainability and agroecology. Burkina Faso is taking significant steps to embrace sustainable agriculture, recognizing its vital role in reducing reliance on agricultural inputs dominated by foreign entities. The government is actively promoting agroecological practices that empower local farmers and enhance their resilience. This initiative includes comprehensive training programs that teach farmers about sustainable methods such as crop rotation, organic composting, and intercropping, which not only improve yields but also foster a healthier ecosystem. Additionally, there is a strong emphasis on the use of organic fertilizers and natural pest management techniques, which contribute to better soil health and reduce the environmental impact of farming. Furthermore, the promotion of agroforestry is a key component of this strategy, as it integrates trees into agricultural landscapes, thereby boosting biodiversity and improving soil moisture retention. The government is also collaborating with both local and international research institutions to introduce drought-resistant seed varieties, ensuring that farmers can adapt to changing climate conditions. By focusing on these sustainable practices, Burkina Faso is not only enhancing its agricultural productivity for the long term, but also decreasing its dependence on costly chemical fertilizers and hybrid seeds that are often controlled by multinational corporations. This holistic approach aims to create a more self-sufficient and resilient agricultural sector. Infrastructure development for agricultural growth. Enhancing agricultural practices is not enough on its own. It requires a robust infrastructure to truly make an impact. Under Traoré's leadership, there has been a significant focus on building essential components that support the agricultural sector. This includes the development of rural road networks designed to link farming communities directly to major markets, which is crucial for improving access and reducing transportation costs. Additionally, the establishment of modern storage facilities aims to minimize post-harvest losses, ensuring that farmers can retain more of their yield. Furthermore, the creation of organized agricultural markets is intended to cut out exploitative middlemen, allowing farmers to receive fair prices for their products. By investing in better transportation and storage systems, Burkina Faso's farmers will be better equipped to bring their goods to market in a timely and efficient manner. This not only enhances their profitability, but also contributes to the overall economic stability of the region. With improved infrastructure, farmers can expect to see a more reliable income, which in turn can lead to greater investment in their farms and communities. Ultimately, these developments are essential for fostering a sustainable agricultural environment that benefits both producers and consumers alike. Expanding agricultural research and development. Modernizing agriculture hinges on innovation, and Burkina Faso is making substantial strides in boosting its investments in research and development. The government is collaborating with both local and international scientific institutions to tackle pressing agricultural challenges. This partnership aims to cultivate high-yield, drought-resistant crop varieties that can endure the impacts of climate change. Additionally, there is a strong emphasis on improving irrigation systems, which is crucial for enhancing water conservation in the country's arid regions. Another vital aspect of this initiative is the development of sustainable pest management strategies that aim to minimize reliance on chemical pesticides. By focusing on these research efforts, Burkina Faso is ensuring that farmers gain access to advanced agricultural solutions that not only enhance crop yields, but also contribute to long-term food security. This comprehensive approach reflects a commitment to fostering resilience in the agricultural sector, ultimately benefiting both farmers and the broader community. Agriculture as a path to sovereignty. Traoré's agricultural policies extend beyond farming. They are about national sovereignty. A country that cannot feed itself is vulnerable to external pressures and economic instability. By focusing on food security, Burkina Faso is strengthening its political stability and national unity. The reforms have not come without resistance. External forces that benefit from Africa's dependency on aid, as well as internal actors resistant to change, have opposed Traoré's initiatives. Multiple assassination attempts highlight the threats he faces. Despite these challenges, he remains committed to ensuring Burkina Faso's independence, a blueprint for Africa. Captain Ibrahim Traoré's vision for Burkina Faso serves as a blueprint for African nations striving for self-sufficiency. His leadership proves that Africa can harness its vast resources, invest in its people, and build thriving economies by transforming agriculture from mere subsistence to a pillar of economic prosperity. His policies drive sustainable development and long-term growth. Through scientific innovation, strategic infrastructure, and modern farming techniques, Burkina Faso is emerging as a model of resilience and progress. Traoré's reforms are not just policies. They represent a revolution in how African nations approach food security, economic independence, and national sovereignty by prioritizing sustainability and self-reliance. His leadership signals a new era where African nations reduce external dependency and shape their own futures. His approach proves that with vision, determination, and strategic planning, Africa can achieve lasting progress, stability, and prosperity on its own terms. Final thoughts. While many African leaders wait for Western aid, Captain Ibrahim Traoré is taking a radically different approach, one that prioritizes self-reliance, agricultural transformation, and economic sovereignty. His administration's commitment to food security ensures that Burkina Faso will no longer be at the mercy of foreign aid or exploitative trade policies. By focusing on long-term solutions rather than short-term relief, Traoré is laying the foundation for a prosperous and self-sufficient Burkina Faso. His leadership proves that food sovereignty is not an unattainable dream, but an achievable reality, inspiring other African nations to follow suit. Through strategic investments, technological advancements, and a commitment to sustainability, Burkina Faso is transforming into an agricultural powerhouse, setting a precedent for other African nations to emulate. With this large-scale tractor import, Ibrahim Traoré is sending a strong message, not just to Burkina Faso, but to the entire West African region. Agriculture has long been the backbone of many African economies, yet it has often been overlooked in favor of other industries. But Traoré seems determined to change that narrative by equipping farmers with modern machinery, boosting production, and ensuring that Burkina Faso moves toward food independence. The question now is, will this investment truly deliver long-term benefits? And could this be just the beginning of a larger plan to transform Burkina Faso's economy from the ground up? One thing is certain, Traoré is making moves that demand attention. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on Africa's biggest developments.